Hello everyone, welcome to Dental Made. Today in this video we'll be talking about the viral biology, the virology of the SARS-CoV-2 virus, that is the COVID-19 virus. So let's get started. Here today we'll be discussing about the four important viral proteins which makes the virus pathogenic, which are responsible for the pathogenicity of the virus. Okay, so the genome of the SARS-CoV-2 virus is a positive sense single-stranded RNA. With a positive sense RNA, we mean that it is ribosome ready. Okay, so when it goes inside the cell, it can be read directly by the protein machinery. The viral genome is coated by a viral protein called as the nucleocapsid. Okay, nucleocapsid is the first structural protein. This helps to protect the RNA and helps new viral proteins form after the RNA is replicated in the process of morphogenesis. This nucleocapsid RNA, it is covered by a lipid envelope. Okay. Now, always remember, whichever virus contains lipid, this lipid is never synthesized by the viral cell. Okay, the lipid is always host derived. The second structural protein is the E protein or the envelope protein. Okay, it is the smallest of the major structural proteins of the viral membrane, and it is required for the viral assembly, maturation, and budding. So what are the functions of envelope protein? Assembly, maturation, and budding. This helps the virus to spread the infection from one cell to other. Now, the third structural protein of SARS-CoV-2 is the M protein or the membrane protein. It is most abundant protein on the viral surface and it is responsible for the shape of the viral envelope. Okay, it is the central organizer. It is responsible for shape. Second, it is the central organizer of the coronavirus assembly and it basically interacts with other proteins. Next is the most important fourth and the last major structural protein. It is the S protein or the spike protein. It plays a very important role in causing or spreading the infection. Now, if we have a closer look at the spike protein, we can see that it has two subunits, okay? The S1 subunit and the S2 subunit. The S1 subunit has an area called the receptor binding domain, okay? Or the RBD. This domain, it basically combines with the angiotensin converting enzyme 2 receptor, that is the ACE2 receptor. And this subunit is responsible for the maximum infection in the human body. Okay, and then is the S2 subunit. It helps in fusion of the virus and the host cell membrane. So what happens is when the S1 and the S2 subunit, they are combined. See, the S2 subunit, it is basically acting like a spring. When it is combined with the S1 subunit, it is condensed and inactive. As soon as the S1 subunit is removed, what happens is the spring gets activated and it attaches to the host cell membrane. Okay. Now this virus has got 10 genes and 14 open reading frames, and it is metabolically inert. It cannot reproduce independently. Instead, it depends on human host to infect them, and then it hijacks the host cell, commands them to make the viral proteins. So it is basically hijacking the human host for the synthesis of viral proteins. This is it about the virology or the viral biology of SARS-CoV-2 virus causing the COVID-19 disease. In the coming video, we will be seeing the pathogenesis and diagnosis of SARS-CoV-2. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Do hit the bell icon if you don't want to miss the latest updates. Stay tuned, keep visiting. Thank you.